Hello and welcome. Welcome back to those of you who have already watched the first couple of episodes. This is episode 3 of the legendary Ffion series, as we're calling it now. We are on Anor, the relatively new legendary server, and we are here outside of Cal Sprigley's farm because that's where we have been sent by Captain Brackenrook, or whatever his name is, to check to see if all is well, if Cal has heard of any rumours.
A stranger, eh? You're the best thing that's happened to us all day.
It's interesting that we have an Australian or New Zealander in the mix, but there we go.
Our best hope is to get help from Cone, our neighbours. They will not let our Chet fall to brigands.
So he wants us to go and make sure. We'll come back and do that one in a minute. Wants to make sure that, in fact, we do have, allies in the fight against these brigands, because he does think that the brigands are a genuine concern. Okay, so there's the first of our and again, as these are relatively straightforward, we are not going out of range stance at this point. We will for this one, maybe. Or not. Okay, that's 3 out of the 4. We'll pick one up on the way back. We basically have to... It's new, as far as I'm concerned. Ah, here we go. Oh dear, this doesn't look promising. They have blocked our escape route to Combe, which is just down the road there. And in common with the other brigands we saw earlier, we learned that their overarching trait is in fact taunting. Okay, there we have that one. So these quests are very quick to do, of course. They're designed to get you into the game as quickly as possible, with balanced with the knowledge that you have some ability with your new skills, etc. So let's go back and talk to Cal.
This cannot be. I must write to Brackenbrook at once.
You do that. Now let's see. Will Wheaton?
Would you do something for me?
Not really, Will Wheatley. So they were attacked, and some of the farmhands, including his dad, went off to try and find them, to chase them back to wherever they came from. So, we have, this looks like it's changed slightly. This may just be because I haven't played this area for a long time, but it does look like things have changed around here. If I remember right, there it is. There's the first of, unfortunately, what will be more than one corpse that we've discovered here. So, the game does a good job of showing the grimness of how grim it can be in Tolkien's world. And there's Bill. Love the names, by the way, Hayspear, etc. They're very, very Tolkien-esque. And there's the first of our bilberries. Not sure if the boars aggro if you stay close enough to them for too long of a time. Here is and there is a brigand that we want to avoid if we can, at this point at least. I think there's one more. Well, we're going to have to deal with this one if we want. There we go. And there is the last of the bilberries. Oh, she's japped. There was no way of avoiding that. Let's go up to her. Oops, would help if we faced her. Some lovely animations with some of the gambits. So I believe, if I remember rightly from before, the third. Yes, here we go. The last person, in fact, is. Oh dear, it's Walt. It's Will's dad, and we have to now go ahead and tell him that he has lost his parent. I'm going to say she was too close to us to risk it there. That's my excuse. Can try and avoid some of these others though. Ooh, what was this I see in the distance? Oh, now this is a throwback. The old Blood Tusk was... Oh, she's coming towards us. I think she is aggro, if I remember rightly from years ago. And she is not... She is definitely too powerful for us at this point. Named 2 levels ahead of us, so we shall run away. I'm hoping there is an actual quest that involves her as well. But right now, we shall return back to Cal Sprigley's farm to deliver the bad news to Will, and we shall see you there very shortly. Okay, we are back here, and I shall now talk to Will to break the bad news to him.
What can I do for you?
And again, we have a choice here, but we will almost invariably go for a spear each time. And that is it. Now, I don't know if anyone does give a quest. I may have to Google that offline. So, as we go back here, we'll go through past Brown's... Oh, there's a spy. Where are you, Mr. Spy? Not too far away, so... we shall go around this way. And we shall see you back in the town of Archit very, very, very quickly. So here we are, we made it back to Archit. We just have a couple of quests to turn in.
Lovely. This is sure to cheer Ondir right up.
There you go, and we've hit the mighty heights of level 4. And let us, in fact...
This will do nicely. It gives me something to munch on for a bit, at least.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes, I would imagine, with you.
This tea will help Ondir feel better. I just know it.
So we shall go and give Amdir his tea,
I thank you, but I have not the stomach to drink
which he
this
doesn't
now.
want to drink, which is bilberries, which I'm not surprised.
Didn't the tea perk him up? I knew it would.
lying to save her, feelings.
What have I done?
Oh dear, you have messed up, haven't you? Yes. Oh, Captain Brackenbrook, when will you learn?
You cannot fathom just how wrong I have been.
Yes, now you can wallow in your ineptitude.
Do not despair. You have done well.
Alright, so I think what we will do is we will trot on out to, we'll follow the path out to the exiled hunter, who I believe is out in the old lodge, the old hunting lodge, way off to the side of the zone here. And as we trundle along, just want to say that I do think that this legendary server is a really great experience so far. There's not much different as far as I see. The XP is definitely a little bit slower, uh, but the XP is so quick to obtain at this low level. It's hard to really make a judgment on it. I definitely like the idea that the old blood tusk is back in it. Question is, what else will be there? These flies used to have a purpose other than just moving around and annoying people. And there used to be a queen of them, and I don't know if that has been restored. We shall find out, maybe, hopefully, in a few minutes. But yes, in general, if, as I said before, if it's done nothing else, it's reignited a lot of people's passion for this game, or their interest in the game, or that they realized that actually it used to be a passion, and it's getting to be so again. And that's all to the good. So we are here in the old stuffed bears and tusks, etc. Let's go see if there's anybody or anything in here. No, just beautifully rendered. So let's go talk to the sun here. So there he has this quest and following.
I presume you're here to bring me ill news from town.
Yes, yes I am.
Calder Carl has shown his true colours at last.
So we have to go and defeat brigands and gather information. And there are 2 quests here. Little extra never hurts, which I believe is the clever way to introduce you to the LOTRO store, and a little bit of info on you for here. You're rewarded with 10 LOTRO points, which they then recommend that you spend instantly. But here's a little way that you can get cheap, and you can do this on every server if you've not done it before. Down here, we will go to the LOTRO store. I do not have that much or that many points left because I've spent quite a bit over the last month or two. But so we have 1474 here. If we take this quest, but don't complete it, so we'll do that. And now here's the second part that comes immediately. What we want to do is now go check. Okay, so that's still 1474 there. Ah, there we go. And it updates. So we've now gained. Instead of doing this, we can just cancel it, and that still remains. We'll call it up again just to prove a point. So there you have a nice, it's not much, but every little bit helps with the LOTRO points. And then we will take, just make sure that you don't finish off the second part of the quest. And we'll also do the Blackwall Roost. And here we have Let me look at this. It says this quest has been restored for legendary servers. So in fact, because this is not in the regular game, I will read this out. I'm not sure I will do the accents, but if Archit is to survive the Black World attack, they must have time to better prepare their defenses. We must give them that time. The Black Worlds have established an encampment among the ruins to the south, which some call Black Wolds Roost. While you go there and distract the Black Wolds, my hunters and I will help my father prepare for their attack. Quickly now, we haven't any time to spare. So we shall do that. And I think this is just the, yeah, that's just the little extra never hurts. So that's interesting. What we've done here is essentially we're doubling down on attacks on the Black Wolds. And so that, to me, seems like a good plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around here and get lost very quickly. How do we do this? Okay. So let's see. There is a queen, and she is, I don't know. Well, she's looks pretty dangerous to me, so we shall avoid her for now if we possibly can. We shall go all the way over here. They have changed this quite radically, as far as I can tell. We shall. Wow, this is very different. So what we shall do is we shall swim through the reeds so that you can't see what on earth is going on. Beautiful video work here, Gareth. And we shall come up here too. There we go. We shall come up here and we shall stand on this rock and we shall call this an episode because in the very near future we shall go and attack some of these brigands and hopefully then perhaps level up to a point where we can actually take on Blood Tusk and the Queen. So until that time, this has been Gareth, and thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like. If you want to find out when the next of these episodes is available, please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and you will find out. Until that time, enjoy a peaceful, prosperous, happy time in and out of Middle-earth. Take care.